Horticulture training, the basics. Proper weeding and plant healthcare products 1, clean and green beds. Weeding and plant healthcare products 1. Weeding. Remove weeds from base of all plants throughout beds. Always pull the roots of the weeds, not just the stems and foliage. Using a hand spade or soil knife helps to do this correctly. Weeds larger than 2 inches always get pulled, while weeds smaller than 2 inches can be sprayed. Always remove dead weeds that were previously sprayed. Nutsedge, dollarweed, and Bermuda grass need to be treated with specified chemicals rather than being pulled. Spraying weeds. Selective herbicide is used for spraying nutsedge, dollarweed, and Bermuda grass that are smaller than 2 inches. Non-selective herbicide is used for spraying all other weeds that are smaller than 2 inches. When spot spraying herbicides, be mindful of wind direction, always wear protection, properly identify weeds before applying herbicide. Herbicide will kill any plant that it comes in contact with, not only weeds. Using a backpack sprayer for herbicide. The most common mistake when spraying weeds is overspraying. There should not be excess chemical around the weed. The only chemical to be applied should be enough to coat the foliage. Never squeeze the handle all the way unless you are spraying large patches of vegetation in a clear and open area. Only squeeze it enough for the product to drip out at the end and only come in contact with the weed that you are intending to kill. When spraying heavily, the pressure will produce more drift that can affect nearby ornamentals. Areas to be sprayed. Weeds growing in hard surfaces such as concrete, asphalt, and pavers. Weeds growing in flower beds. Areas not to be sprayed. Flower bed borders. You can spray the grass that has trailed inside the bed, but do not spray the border. Tree rings. Can spray the grass that has trailed inside the ring, but do not spray the grass along the border. Post-emergent herbicides. Non-selectives are named such because they will kill any plant they come in contact with. Once they come in contact with foliage, it moves through the plant into the root system and kills the plant. When absorbed into soil, they break down naturally and will not spread through the ground and kill nearby plants. Ranger Pro, a liquid with active ingredient glyphosate. This is the regular tank mix used at Edenscapes, and the rate is 4 ounces per gallon of water. Amine 400, a liquid that is also known as 2,4-D and is used to kill heavier vines and bushes. Kills weeds by causing the cells in the tissues that carry water and nutrients to divide and grow without stopping. 2,4-D is used with Ranger Pro at 2 ounces of each product per gallon of water. Diquat. Kills weeds by disrupting cell membranes and interfering with photosynthesis. Add to Ranger Pro during rainy or cold weather to assist in killing weeds. Post-treatment insecticides. Post-treatment insecticides are used to treat insects when they are already present, rather than as a preventative. Edenscape insecticide tank mixture is composed of horticultural oil and acephate, and is used as a topical foliage insecticide spray. Tritech oil is 4 ounces per gallon. Acephate is 0.063 pounds, or 1 weighted ounce per gallon. When spraying insecticides, you must cover the entire leaf surfaces, front, back, top, and bottom. Camellia tea scale. Camellia tea scale is our most major insect pest on camellias and sasanquas. It is most often found on sasanquas that are growing in shady areas, and the underside of the leaves must be inspected in order to see it. Horticultural oil sprays are a recommended control method, which kill by suffocating. Contact to insects found on the underside of the foliage is needed, which is why bottom of sides of leaves must also be sprayed. Apply 3 times 10 days apart. The best time to control tea scale and other scale insects is in the spring, when these pests are in crawler stage of their life. Foliage spray is one way to apply fungicides, and is useful when treating smaller shrubs and plants, and all of the treatable area is within reach. Edenscapes uses 2 fungicide foliar sprays. Propaganasol covers a wide area of fungal problems in plants and lawns. Mainly used to treat hawthorn spots and flax lily rust, which becomes prevalent in late winter through spring. Rate is 0.1 ounces per gallon. Liquid copper. Liquid copper fungicide will treat a host of fungal problems found in shrubs and trees, as well as in many edibles, and is an organic alternative to propaganazole. Also controls algae in lawns and bacterial problems in plants such as camellias, holly ferns, hibiscus, viburnum, and oleander. Rate is 2 ounces per gallon. When spraying, cover both the top and bottom of foliage. Clean and green beds. Clean and Green is Edenscape's fertilization, weed control, and insect control program. It consists of scheduled applications of slow-release fertilizer, pre-emergent herbicide, and systemic insecticide, and is applied as follows. February, fertilizer, pre-emergent insecticide. May, pre-emergent insecticide. August, fertilizer, pre-emergent insecticide. November, pre-emergent. Fertilizer. Edenscape uses a slow-release granular fertilizer that is applied twice a year. Apply 1 light handful on small plants, 1 heavy handful for medium-sized plants, and 2 to 3 handfuls for large plants. Product is to be spread evenly on top of the root ball. Do not pile product up on stems or trunks, and do not leave product on foliage. Pre-emergent herbicide. TI is a granular pre-emergent that serves as a blanket barrier that kills weeds as they emerge through the soil. It protects against 100+ different types of broadleaf weeds. It can be added to perennials, ornamentals, and ground cover without harming foliage. Pre-emergent must be applied using a hand spreader, spreading it evenly over the top of new beds. You must use a dust mask, safety glasses, and rubber gloves. Do not apply pre-emergent in annual areas. Growth will be stunted. Do not spread when people are working in the flower beds. It is a fine textured granular. The dust can blow the product and it can get in people's eyes and it can be breathed in. Preventative insecticides. Edenscape uses imidacloprid as a preventative insecticide. It is a systemic insecticide, which means that rather than working on a contact, like a foliar spray, it is taken up into the vascular system of the plant through the roots and is distributed to the foliage through the vascular system. It is most effective if applied after insects have laid their eggs, and is used on azaleas, camellias, roses, and gardenias. Use 2 pounds per 1,000 square feet, or 1 light handful for small plants, 1 heavy handful for medium-sized plants, 2 handfuls for large plants. A loft is also a suitable granular alternative. Rate is 3 pounds per 1,000 square feet.